So listen to this. This guy bought a whole fleet of supercars by giving thousands of people a disease they didn't have. And the craziest part, this dude wasn't some back alley criminal. He was one of the most famous cancer doctors in the country. His name is Dr. Jorge Martinez. And right now he's a god. Seriously. In his city, he's a legend. He's got this massive, sparkling clinic that looks more like a five-star hotel. You see him on local news, getting awards, shaking hands with the mayor. He's driving a new Ferrari one day, a Lamborghini the next. He has this sprawling mansion with a guest house bigger than your house. To the public, he's a brilliant, life-saving hero who is just really, really good at his job. He's the guy you go to when you get the worst news of your life. He looks you in the eye with this warm, reassuring smile and tells you, "Don't worry, I'm going to take care of you." And he does take care of you, just not the way you think. Here's the play. It's so twisted, it's almost brilliant. You walk into his office, maybe you have a little back pain, maybe you just feel a bit tired, you're worried. He runs some tests, then he sits you down, grabs your hand, and gives you that serious, caring look. And he says the words that make your blood run cold. It's cancer, or maybe it's multiple sclerosis, or rheumatoid arthritis, some life-altering, terrifying disease. Your world just shatters. But here's the thing. It's a lie. A whole-ass lie. You don't have cancer, you don't have MS. You're probably fine. But you don't know that. You trust him. He's Dr. Martinez. So when he says you need immediate, aggressive treatment, you say yes. And that's where the money comes from. He's not giving you baby aspirin. He's prescribing the most expensive, hardcore drugs on the planet. We're talking brutal, body-wrecking chemotherapy. We're talking heavy-duty immunoglobulin infusions. These are drugs that cost $10, $20, even $30,000 a dose. And you're not getting one dose. You're getting them over and over and over again, for years. The insurance companies just see a diagnosis from a top doctor and a corresponding treatment. So they pay. They cut check after check after check. Millions of dollars are pouring into his accounts. And all he has to do is keep lying and keep hurting people. Now, let's talk about the people. This isn't just about money. This is about real human beings. Let me tell you about Maria. She's 68 years old, a grandmother. She comes in because her joints ache a little. Martinez tells her it's a rare, aggressive form of arthritis that could cripple her. The only hope, a super potent biologic drug, the kind they give to people with terminal diseases. So for 2 years, Maria sits in a chemo chair. She's sick all the time. She's throwing up. Her hair starts falling out in clumps until she has to shave it all off. Her grandkids are scared to hug her because she looks so frail, and every single second of that suffering was for nothing. She had mild, normal arthritis. Ibuprofen would have worked. Then there's a guy, Robert. He's a construction worker, 45 years old, tough as nails. He comes in for a checkup. Martinez tells him he has a blood disorder, a precursor to leukemia. He needs intense immunoglobulin therapy to clean his blood. So for 3 years, Robert gets these insane infusions that wreck his immune system. He used to be able to work 12-hour days. Now he can barely walk up a flight of stairs. He loses his job. His life savings drain away. All while Martinez is using his insurance money to buy a new Porsche. The irony is sickening. Robert walks in healthy, and the treatment for a fake disease makes him genuinely, permanently sick. This goes on for years. Thousands of patients. Thousands of fake diagnoses. People are losing their hair, their jobs, their life savings. Their bodies are being pumped full of poison. Some are even dying from the side effects of the treatments for diseases they never had. And all the while, Dr. Martinez is living like a king. He's the ultimate predator hiding in plain sight, wearing a white coat instead of a mask. But inside this empire of lies, one person is starting to see the cracks. An office manager. Let's call her Sarah. At first, she's a believer, too. Dr. Martinez is a genius, right? But she's the one processing the billing. And the numbers are insane. The volume is just impossible. She starts noticing things. A patient who looks perfectly healthy comes in, gets diagnosed with something awful, and their billing codes go through the roof. Then another one, and another. She sees the patient files. The lab results don't seem to match the terrifying diagnoses. She's not a doctor, but she knows something is deeply wrong, so she brings it up. Casually at first. Wow, doctor, another case of that rare blood disease? And Martinez just gets cold. He gives her this look. A look that says, stay in your lane. She gets more nervous and starts making quiet copies of suspicious files. She knows he's a tyrant in the office. People who question him get fired instantly. She's terrified. She knows this guy is powerful. He's a pillar of the community. Who's going to believe her over the saintly doctor? Martinez? She thinks about the patient she sees in the waiting room looking pale and scared. She thinks about Maria, the grandmother with no hair, and she can't take it anymore. She makes a call, a secret call, to the FBI. And just like that, the clock starts ticking on Martinez's entire world. The feds are skeptical at first. This guy is a local hero. But the whistleblower, Sarah, is credible. She has documents. So they start digging. And the first thing they look at is the money. And they get an instant shock. The numbers are astronomical. We're talking $60 million in fraudulent billing. Okay, so the money is insane. Now they pull the patient files and get medical experts to look at them. And the experts are horrified. They're saying the diagnoses make zero medical sense. The treatments are not just unnecessary, they're actively harmful. It's like putting out a candle with a fire hose. Now they know this isn't just a billing error. This is a whole-ass criminal enterprise. So they get a warrant, a big one for everything. His clinic, his office, his home. It's 7 a.m. on a Tuesday and the clinic is just opening. And then, ba-boom! The front doors fly open. A whole team of FBI agents in vests and jackets swarms the place. They're shouting, FBI, nobody move. Nurses freeze, patients freak out. It's total chaos. They storm back to Martinez's office while he's in the middle of a consultation. They bust in. Dr. Martinez, you're under arrest. The look on his face is pure, arrogant disbelief. He thinks it's all a mistake. But as they slap the cuffs on him and walk him out past his terrified patients and staff, he realizes it's over. And now we're in court. The whole ugly truth comes spilling out. It's a slaughter. The whistleblower Sarah gets on the stand and lays out the entire scheme. One by one, former patients take the stand. They tell the jury about their lost hair, their wrecked bodies, their ruined lives. They point at Martinez. That man did this to me. Then a former employee flips. He testifies that Martinez ordered him to dilute chemo drugs to save money. He says Martinez called the patients cash cows. But the final nail in the coffin is an email put up on the big screen for the whole courtroom to see. It's from Martinez to his billing manager, and it says, keep them coming back. More chemo, more money. The jury is out for less than 6 hours. When they come back, the verdict is read, guilty, on 134 counts of fraud, money laundering, and healthcare crimes. We see his mugshot now. The warm, caring smile is gone. All that's left is a hollow, defeated shell. This man who played God is now just a common criminal. The sentencing day comes. Martinez, the man who owned a fleet of supercars, walks in wearing a standard-issue jumpsuit. He begs for mercy. He says he made mistakes, but the judge isn't buying it. He looks Martinez dead in the eye. No emotion. And he says the words that finally deliver the justice his victims deserve. For your monstrous, greedy, and inhumane betrayal of your patients, and I sentence you to life in prison. Life. The final shot. We see a picture of his multi-million-dollar mansion seized by the government. We see his collection of Ferraris and Lamborghinis being towed away. Then a hard cut, a single grainy photo of a tiny concrete federal prison cell, his new home. He went from a life of luxury, paid for by human suffering, to a life in a cage, and he will never get out.